Hi, welcome to today's healing. I'm Kristen, and if you're joining me today, that means that you are ready to make a change in yourself and the world around you. We are talking about part 17 today of the Power versus Force series, and we will be discussing enlightenment, which vibrates between 700 and 1000. We have, I would say most of us have heard of enlightenment. And this is the end all. And this is where you've got Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, and even Mother Teresa that I mentioned several sessions ago. And she vibrates at 710. So you can only imagine what those others vibrate at. So this is a state of pure consciousness. This is where they have a body only in form, and the consciousness outpaces that body, and they use the body simply as a way of means to be here on this earth. And I would imagine that this would be an enlightened person's last lifetime. It is basically, I'm not going to say it's not unattainable, but this is extremely rare. And it takes a lot of gumption, a lot of perseverance. And I have to say that the book does say that everyone is born at their vibrational level, and they may go up about 5 vibrational points, and that it's a matter of working through all of their issues. And I think this could be true, but I also believe that with that perseverance, with that knowing that we can raise up to other levels. And I would think that it is very possible for someone to reach enlightenment. I don't know if I would be ready for it in this lifetime. I doubt it. I doubt I was born enlightened. And it's kind of scary in a way to give up everything earthly and to live in that constant state. And this is a state of divine grace. And that's just not where I'm at. I don't know if I'll ever reach that. Not in this lifetime, but I'm sure in future lifetimes I will be enlightened, as will, I would imagine, all of us eventually in other lifetimes. That's our main goal, is to reach that pure consciousness. And so that's why we have to tumble through lifetimes after lifetimes after lifetimes. So, okay. The progressive elimination of the identification of self as finite. And that's what I've just mentioned, pure consciousness. Presence of infinite power, infinite compassion, gentleness, and love. Now, I have read books by Dalai Lama. Love him. Love Dalai Lama. But he says even he gets angry. So is he in a state of enlightenment, or is he just a figurehead who has made his way toward a higher vibrational level? This is something to ponder. I love to ponder. I think a lot. And I remember once, a long, long time ago, a friend of mine said, "You think too much," but it's just who and how I am. It's how I process and get to the root of things. This is the level of divine grace, like I had stated. And I would imagine you would just walk around saying, "Om, I don't know. I've never come across an enlightened person." I have witnessed Mother Teresa, through documentaries and writings, but pure enlightenment, that's something I don't know if I could do it. There is no separation from others, truly one with all things. Now, in the last session, there was no separation, but you're still effectively living in the world and interacting. And, well, even Mother Teresa interacted every day with her poor and encumbered people. And I would think it is possible then, but maybe at that higher level than 710 is where you just don't hardly interact except to teach. Identification of self with consciousness and divinity. The unmanifest is experienced as self beyond the mind. And there is self with the small s, which is our physical being, who we are. And then there is self with the big S, that is consciousness. And this is where self with the small s becomes self with the big S, pure consciousness. Divine teachings raise the level of awareness of all humanity. And this is where just exposing yourself to great teachings or someone of a higher level is going to activate you to moving forward. And this is encouraging. A lot of times you don't have to really do anything except be around someone of a higher vibrational level, or read or see some divine painting or work of art. And this is going to activate you to attaining higher vibrational levels and to be more aware and open and understanding, and allow you to think more deeply into this subject and really open those doors for yourself. It's happened to me throughout my whole life. This vision of enlightened is known as grace, and the gift it brings is infinite peace. And last time we discussed peace, still not enlightenment. And this is where your lung capacity, I would believe, reaches 110. No longer an identification of the physical body as me. You are one with everything. And I have been able to sit and think deeply and kind of sense what it would be to be enlightened. And there is a sense that everything just falls away. It just falls away. And I could sense being one with everything. Am I that in truth? No. But I do feel more of a connection than I have in the past as I raise my vibrational levels. Non-duality or complete oneness. Consciousness is not localized. It is equally present everywhere. And so, like for me, if I am thinking of consciousness, I'm thinking of it here in my head, and it doesn't really move out and encompass everything else. But with enlightened people or divine beings, there is that interconnectedness of consciousness. It's not just here. It it is so vast and so large that it encompasses everything in the parameters and beyond. Depicted in paintings with the hand radiating benediction is the act of the transmission of this energy field to the consciousness of mankind. And I have been lost in these paintings. And I know with my own hands that I have a gift, a true gift of energy healing. And I am able to sense and see in others and myself medical intuitive issues, past, future, at times future when needed. And I have been able to help others heal themselves. I am a healer. I do other things, yes, but I am innately a healer. And some people say, I healed this person. I never have said that. And what it is for me, I tap in and I help facilitate a person's healing. I help guide them to their own healing. So if you ever hear someone say, I healed this person, take heed, because it is that person that needs healing that does it for themselves. We as healers facilitate their process in that. Okay, well, I need to breathe on that one. So shall we do some energy work and see where we are today? Okay. And I am sensing pulling in that higher level energy. And then next time I'll get into the chakras. We'll do a series on the chakras. I already feel deep pressure in my head around the top and the sides as we bring that higher level energy in and help activate us. Ooh, I'm really feeling it. Oh, gosh. In our throats to speak our truth, and we are activating all of our chakras to all vibrate at a higher level and clear them out. And I'm sensing moving slowly, slowly, slowly to infuse these chakras, to infuse our bodies with this higher level energy. Just speaking about enlightenment today will activate your vibrational levels and raise them up. Okay. Down our legs, out our feet. Okay. All right. Well, practice with your energy. Read about enlightenment on your own. And I will see you again next time. And this is the end of the Power versus Force series. And I truly appreciate you sticking with me on this. And if you want to like and subscribe, that would be great. And leave a comment. And I will be working on bringing you a breakdown of the chakras. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good day and go out and change the world. Bye-bye.